So you want to take your cat on an airplane. Well, here's some new tips for longer and shorter flights that might help. Tip number 1, fly with a pet-friendly airlines that will let your cat fly with you under the seat. Otherwise, they will go under the plane in the cargo bay, and we want to avoid that. I've had great experiences flying with Delta and Alaska Airlines, so maybe try them out. Tip number 2, after you've purchased your tickets, download the airline's mobile app and chat with a live agent. This way, it only takes seconds instead of waiting 3 hours on hold over the phone like I did once. Message them and say you're flying with your cat and they need to be added to the cabin. Then they'll ask you a few questions: your cat's breed, age, weight of the kennel with your cat inside, the dimensions of the kennel, and whether it is a hard or soft-sided kennel. Tip number 3, find a good soft-sided cat carrier with at least 3 sides of ventilation. I really like Travel Cat's Navigator backpack, but there are other ones like Delta's Sherpa bag. If you have to fly them in the cargo bay, get a hard-sided carrier, but again, try to find an airlines that allows pets in the cabin, whatever the cost. Tip 4, pack a portable litter box and fill 2 big Ziploc bags with litter. I use Travel Cat's litter box that lets you zip it up. Make sure to have it in your carry-on bag. Also pack wet food, kibble, treats, and water. For on-the-go and organization, I use Whiskware snack packs. Tip 5, once you get to the airport, you'll need to check in at the counter with an agent. Here you will pay the pet fee of around $100 to $125 and receive a tag on your carrier bag. Tip number 6, when you go through security, you'll have to take your cat out of the bag, but you can ask a TSA agent to go into a closed room if you're worried about your cat escaping. Also tell security you have bags of litter in your carry-on and they will take it out and test the sample, which goes pretty quick. Tip number 7, once you get to the terminal gate, take your cat out and leash walk them, since they will have to stay in the bag the entire flight. If they're not leash trained, just hold them on your lap. This is also a good time to see if they'll eat or drink anything once they've relaxed. Tip number 8, when you board the plane, tell the passengers in your row that you're flying with your cat and ask them whether or not they're allergic. If someone is allergic, let a flight attendant know and ask if you can be moved to a different seat. But every time I've flown, people were super cool and happy to sit next to us. Tip 9, it's okay if your cat meows. I don't use sleep meds with Mando since he naturally sleeps the whole flight, but ask your vet for medication if you feel strongly about it. I'll let Mando pop his head out of the bag every so often in order to pet him and help calm him. I also set the bag on my lap when it's safe to, at least once per flight. And tip number 10, take your cat to an airplane bathroom at least once or twice during the flight. Bring the portable litter box with you, unzip it, empty out the bags of litter, and see if your cat will use it. Mando didn't end up using it, but waited until we got to the Airbnb. Thank you for choosing Cat Mando for all your cat tips and needs, and fun travels.